It is June 27th, 2002, and I'm in a struggle. My son LJ is in a struggle. He's the one that's really in the struggle. He is suffering from depression. And as a mom, like any other mom that has a child with any kind of health issue, when it's something that you can't really do anything about, you know, it's another reality check. Because when they're young and they're children, moms are the heroes. Mom makes everything better. You have a bad day, mom always have the right thing to say. Or if they fall down and they hurt themselves, mom comforts them and makes it all better. No matter what, moms make it all better. Even as simple as things like going out to get ice cream. Whatever that child, even if that child was having a good day, the fact that mom took him out for ice cream made his day even brighter. But when you have a child that's suffering from depression or any other ailment, the reality kicks in that you can no longer make things better. You can support them. You can give advice. You can hold their hand. You can cry with them. You can embrace them. You can tell them that everything's going to be all right until your mouth is so dry. Because that's how many times you say it. But even with all of that, you would pray as a mom that all of those things wrapped up in one would make it all better. But the reality is, it may not make it better. And that's the sad part for a mom. When she can no longer, or the power is not hers. Not that it was ever hers technically, because it's really God's. And even now, it's God's. It's in his hands. Because mom couldn't make it better. And that's not to say that she failed, because that's not the case. She didn't fail. She just couldn't make it better anymore. Which is sad. And that's where my struggle comes. Because I want to make it better. I really want to make it better. Anyway. You know, I had a friend that I could talk to like this, who I found out was fucking nuts. Fucking nuts. But anyway, but the one thing that I was able to get was the opportunity to get really deep, like I just did. She was the only one that I felt, I don't know. Anyway. This might just be my outlet. Because do I really need someone to listen? Yes and no. But guess what? What I just did really helped me a lot. And I'm laying here in the bed, getting ready to go to bed, get ready to go to sleep. But now I can sleep well because I was able to talk it out. And if you're able to talk it out, you'd be surprised how much better you feel. And sometimes you don't have to have a person on the other line or someone sitting in front of you. You just need to hear yourself and really hear yourself. And talk some things out and get it off your mind. Don't hold it in. Get deep, no matter how it sounds. It's like brainstorming. When you brainstorm, you just write everything down. Boom, 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 boom. And then you go back and you read it. And you start piecing it together. This is no different. Instead of writing it down, making it verbal. And then if one day I want to come back and listen, I can see if I've grown. Am I the same? But more importantly, will I say, thank God my son found what he needed to make himself better. Because there are ways for him to make himself better. He needs the proper help. He needs the proper help. And right now, his dad and I are on 2 different pages with that. And I think because of that, he's struggling with that as well. Because he knows that we're not on the same page. Dad just feels, well, he's having growing pains. Well, he's just a little lonely. Well, he's spoiled. Well, he's just bored. Well. All the signs are in your face. All of them. Yet, you make excuses. And the thing about it is, he has all the signs that he needs more than just a pep talk. He needs more than just a little encouragement. He needs more than just, I love you. Have a good day. I pray that you're past this. Because this is all beyond that. Way beyond that. And the things that I'm being told. So not only do I see it, I see the change. I see the shift. I see the downward spiral. In addition to that, it's being verbalized by the things that he's saying. The doctor, he ain't throw him on medication right away. First time we talked to the doctor, he just pretty much said, and this was like when we were about a year into COVID, something like that. Yeah, it was. And he pretty much was like, try and be more active, blah, blah, blah. He didn't say, oh my God, you need medication. He said, get a little more active, move around a little bit more, do some, get outside, do some things you love, where a bunch of people don't have to be around. So, they start letting the kids go back to school. On that spring break, I said, baby, go back to school. Maybe the change in environment will make all the difference in the world. So, that's what he did. He went back to school. And he said he was much better. Feeling better. So, great. So there was a shift, yep. A good shift. But where he is today is far, far, far worse. So, talked to the doctor again. Doctor said, hey, listen, I want to start you off with a small dose. And this is after he made me leave the room. So he can ask him some few questions. So I come back and this is what he says this time. First time, nah, just get a little active. Start moving around. Do more things you like. This time he said, you know what? We're going to start you off on a low dose. So he did. And my son didn't want his father to know that we went to the doctor. And when the doctor said, we're going to start him off on a low dose, I didn't say a word. as far as this is what you should do, this is what you should not do. He was 18 and he had or has a right to refuse or accept without my permission. So I turned to him and I said, "Is that what you want to do?" He said, "Yes." I said, "So you're going to get the medication a try?" "Yes." So the doctor gave him the medication. We went to the pharmacy. We came back. He was supposed to hide the medication. But I thought of something tonight that I didn't think about when this all first happened. Now, it was awful funny that I think it was the day after, the very day after we saw the doctor, he found the medication. Said he was in his room looking for tape. But I had a thought today. We have the Life 360 app. And he knew that he was coming over to talk to me. He probably saw that we went to the doctor's office. And that's why he found that medication so fast, because he is 100% against him being on medication. Even to the point where he was saying, "Who is the doctor? How can the doctor make the decision to put him on medication?" What? What? Who's the doctor? I mean, what the fuck are you talking about? What are you talking about? And then I'm a pharmacist. And I'm like, he needs medication. Who the fuck are you? Who are you? And I'm like, wow, okay. So you got two healthcare professionals recognize that he needs medication, but you are going to make it seem like we don't know what the hell we talking about? We don't know what we're doing? Huh. So my husband could be very, very strong in his delivery and his conviction when he feels strongly about something. And he will basically bully you because he will pound and pound and pound and pound his opinion on you until you're just like, all right, already, all right. That makes me sad. But anyway, so since then, my son has taken a really deep dive. And I'm concerned. He's concerned as well, my husband, but not concerned enough to give him the proper help that he needs, which is driving me fucking nuts. It's driving me nuts. And I know that if he gets the help he needs, that this too will pass, and my son can get back to who he used to be. Thankfully, he gets up every day and he goes to work. And he muscles up the strength to hang out with friends. But he doesn't enjoy any of it. He has these little moments of delight. But it's like a flicker and a flame. It doesn't happen. It's not like the flame that's consistent. It's just a little flicker here and there. And the rest of the time, he's in the darkness. Anyway. I gotta go to bed. I gotta go to sleep. But I do feel better. Because I know God is going to work it out. Yes, He is.